We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New England Patriots and the San Francisco 49ers. Joey Slye, the kicker, stands ready. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready! Yellow, line, cut.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Patriots, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Matt Judon in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? But if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Let's go now. Hustle, hustle. Ready?
So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Niners at 9-6 now, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
This pass complete to Pollard on the out route. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Matt Judon, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep to return is KJ Hamler. Pulled in at the 24. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Patriots take over. Jones in the Pats now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Now Jones. On the move to his left. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? They sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 30. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Black ultra. Set.
To throw, it's Lance. Touchdown! Ty Davis-Price, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing, Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7-7, our score after 1. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun. Jones. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa. He's the culprit. Causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Sly able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Come on, set.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Let's go, charge. Cut.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Max Crosby. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Let's go now.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time, and the pressure gets to him again. Matt Judon able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Here's Jordan Stout now. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. Now a first down carry for Harris. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Drake Jackson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Jones on 1st and 10. And this one is incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but Let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. DeAndre Hopkins, 25 yards for the touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready, play.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Striker, 3-3.
Here's Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd and 2, Lance swinging this out for Pollard. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Ready. Shot, 17.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Max Crosby. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this 1st half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. They'll roll him out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision.
Down.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Ready?
And Lance now to throw. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Okay, ready? Come on, 38. Guard red. Ready?
Lance now on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Got it.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Here's Pierre Strong to return it from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a first down.
Jones now to throw on third down. And Gordon's got it. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So I think what they do, shorten the hypotenuse. I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Back to throw now in his own end zone. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
They go play action with Hurts. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Drop 50, drop 50.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
43 rail.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward.
Let's go.
Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Real green. Smash, red.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. This is caught. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with career touchdown number 60. And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point safely through. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. From the end zone, it's Strong. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down. 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now Jones. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, it's Strong. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. First down, and they go back to Harris. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 9 yards that time.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Stiff-armed him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England 1st down and gain of 12.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And that is incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'll feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again. But we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Let's go now.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Hurts to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That's Samuel, caught left side. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Niners are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one. Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they'd have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing, Jones. Able to get this to Gordon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 44, Jones. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Just too much air on the ball, and that's a missed opportunity in a game where you don't have many opportunities left.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is Gordon, complete. All the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. They'll look to throw. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for two. And now the lead stays at 5. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Going right side here, and that's complete.
Come on. Hey.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
19 tight.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He's back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And this time they were ready for him, as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
That's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2, try and make it feel a little different.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Jones gets this to Myers. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Here's Jones.
And Gordon's got it.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Jones.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end on that last play, Charles.